Greetings and welcome to part 9 of the Clarinet series using Essential Elements book. This is for the brown belt. This is going to go through numbers 157 to 168 starting on page 30 in your book. If you've gotten to this part, congratulations, you are becoming a beast at high notes. So the first song in this section is 157 Hatikva, and this is your first brown belt song. Notice in your key signature it's B flat. Notice that it's andante, rather slow. Notice you have a first and second ending in here too. Most kids, when they do this, they're pretty good in the beginning and towards the end. It's that 6, starting right at 6, where you jump up to the high notes, that octave jump, that D to D. We call that, when you go from a low version to a high version, an octave jump. That can be the difficult part. Let's keep going. Page 31, we see single eighth notes. Again, that looks like a quarter note, but it's got the little droopy flag on it, so that's a single eighth note. And then you have an eighth rest, which looks kind of like a funky 7, which is half a beat of silence. 159, eighth note march, makes use of these eighth notes and eighth rests. Notice your key signature has an F sharp, front finger F. And then the main thing to realize with this is that those eighth rests are there for a reason. The composer wants silence, even if it's just a short duration amount of time. So make sure that the eighth note before it is short enough that we have that silence in there. Okay, sometimes I do a little ooh, or a little sound in there so you can hear where that eighth rest is. A little easier on a brass instrument. 160 is Minuet, very famous song. It's in 3/4 time. Moderato, medium tempo. Notice your key signature is B natural. You get to use that double finger B. Hardest to reach picky here, hardest to reach picky here. Here's Minuet. Very good. A lot of kids, that second to last note where you have that B in the second ending, so they like to play a B flat, make sure they're all B naturals here. Okay, 162 is called eighth notes off the beat. Common time, 4/4, B flat in the key signature. This is the way it's going to sound when you have the eighth rest first. Okay? .163 is another study showing you what happens when you have the eighth rest first. And it's all B flats, which is really nice. Turn the page to number 165 on page 32. Here's another new note. This is note A flat. Okay, you learned A, which is the front key. Now you're going to use the side key. So use the side of your finger. Remember, flat means it's going to sound a little bit lower, so your A sounds like this. A flat sounds like this. right, here's 165. So this is going to be A flat, G, A flat, because remember the flat sign carries through the measure, B flat, because that's in the key signature, C, A flat, B flat, B flat, A flat, G, A flat, B flat, B flat, E flat, E flat, A flat, lots of flats. Oh, Canada is your last brown belt song. It says maestoso for the tempo, which is Italian for majestically. Notice you have some accents in there for a little more punch and pizzazz. Your common time, 4/4. You've got some F naturals in here, and you've got some F sharps in here. So remember, when you see that F sharp coming up, especially the second measure from the end of the first line and second measure from the end of the third line, that F sharp's going to carry through the rest of that measure. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Wow. 168, the last one in this section, is called Meter Mania, Essential Elements Quiz. Sometimes in a piece of music, they are going to change the time signature on you partway through. The beat is going to remain constant. Okay, so looking at this one, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Let's hear how that sounds. Another thing to remember when you're playing a lot of these songs is you're going to have notes. You have G, A, and B flat. Remember, nothing you do down here affects those notes. So if you're jumping from a G to a C, or an A to a C, or a B flat to a C, or a D, or whatever, you can keep this hand down. It's not going to change anything. But if you use anything F or lower up here, then stuff you do down here is going to sound weird. Okay? Beautiful. So that is the brown belt. You're doing great. Keep on practicing. The next module is going to focus on the black belt, and then we'll have the gold belt.